In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the cool new features in the new Demo Systems portal. And I'm talking about this group here on the left nav pane on the Demos tab. As you can see, I'm already logged into the portal, and it's actually a good way to tell whether you're logged in or not, because these features will only appear after you've authenticated. Okay, let's start with bookmarks. Let's imagine that you're looking for content in the portal, and we'll do it in the normal way. This time, let's say I want to look at videos and documentation for Sentinel Log Manager. So I'll omit demos and downloads, and we'll search for Sentinel. Okay, so we have some videos here, and we have some documentation, as you can see. So once you find content that you're interested in and that you think you might want to come back to, then obviously a good idea to bookmark it, just like you would favorite web pages in your browser. So we can just go ahead and bookmark individual pages here like this. And from now on, even when you log out and you come back in a few days time, next time you log in, all of these preferences are saved for you up here on the bookmarks link. So now I have all my favorite content easily accessible. You can see the three things that I just bookmarked, plus a Xav demo that I bookmarked previously. If you have demos and anything that you bookmark, you can just access straight from here. So I could click here to watch that Flash demo, for example, and I could click here and that would bring up the scheduling dialog for the Nods demo. So once you establish your favorite content and bookmark it, you don't have to even bother with the search interface again. Another way to easily come back to a Nods demo that you've used before is using Nods history. So here, for example, this will automatically build a history of demos that I've provisioned in the past. And again, you can see that the Zemox application virtualization demo is one that I've used before. And again, without having to search or browse through the categories, I can just click here and provision it again. The final feature that I want to talk about today is the Nods parking lot. Now, this is a brand new experimental feature that we're currently only switching on the Americas portal and only making available to selected employees at this stage. That's partially because it's in the experimental stage, still testing, may have a few bugs, and also because there's a cost option associated with it because it uses additional storage. And we want to make sure that it delivers the value to the field before we invest further in the other geos. So how does the parking lot work, and what value does it add? Let me explain with a little scenario. Imagine that on Monday you learn that you have a customer demo to do the coming Friday, and you want to use Nods for that. You're busy with other appointments during the rest of the week, so Monday is the only time you have to prep the Nods demo because it needs some customization and you want to do some upfront work to make sure that it's ready. You don't want those changes to be lost by having the demo expire. So with the old portal, the only way to do that would be to schedule it for the full 5 days. You'd go in for a couple of hours on the Monday, make your changes, get it ready to begin the customer meeting, and then you'd leave it provisioned but unused until that customer meeting on Friday. Your demo works, but in the meantime, other users' access to Nods may have been impacted because of the resources your demo is occupying. Let's have a look at how the new parking lot feature can fix this problem. So it's Monday morning, I want to prep this Zemox application virtualization demo for the customer meeting on Friday. Now starting now, this is the area we're talking about. So with the old system, I would have to provision this for like 5 days in order for my changes to persist between Monday and Friday. What I'm going to do with the new portal though, because I have the parking lot feature, is I'm just going to prep it for 3 hours and go ahead and schedule that. Now that I've provisioned my demo and connected to it, I can do my Monday prep and go ahead and make some changes. For example, we'll cancel the configuration wizard and minimize the Zemox application virtualization interface. And let's bring up our list of pre-configured virtual applications. Just go into the virtual apps folder here, and let's change the view to larger icons. Okay, so I've done some very basic, just for the sake of the demo, but some very basic changes to this NODS demo. Now, under the old system, if the demo expires, then it all gets reset back to the known good start point, and I would have to have done all this again on Friday morning. Now that I have the demo the way I want it on the Monday, let's see how we can use the parking lot to save that whilst freeing up resources between now and the customer meeting. Now, there are a few steps to the process of parking and then unparking a demo using the parking lot. The first step, which I did off camera, was to suspend all of the running virtual machines in the demo. Now you can see I still have my demo active under My Nods Demos, and what I'm now going to do is click Park, and the system will ask you for a name. Let's just call it Acme Demo Friday and click Park. What Nods is doing now is it's saving a copy of that active demo, including all of my changes, and it's going to store that in a separate area, which is then going to save that and make that demo available to me whenever I want it. This can take a few minutes because it has to make a complete copy of the virtual machine, so I'll go ahead and pause the video while the parking's taking place, and we'll come back once that it's done. And now the parking lot's finished doing its stuff, and as you can see in my Nods parking lot I have the Acme Demo Friday parked and reserved for my own exclusive use, complete with all of my changes. The next step is to kill the demo that I've currently got active because I don't need it anymore. So if I just go into My Nods Demos, kill this one, this will immediately free up the resources for other users. So that's always a good thing. The next thing we want to do is to go ahead and provision the parked demo for the customer meeting on Friday. So I click Parking Lot, click Acme Demo Friday, and this brings up the regular scheduling box, but this time it's for my own customized demo. So we'll pick Friday, and 9 AM. It's a morning meeting, and I want to keep it alive for 5 hours. There we go. Customer meeting, customer on-site demo, Acme, and then click schedule. And now Nods is re-provisioning my own unique customized parked demo. Okay, so the demo has now been reserved for Friday morning. It's not going to provision it yet because we're still on Monday, don't forget. So it will leave it there, it'll reserve the resources, and then in advance of 9 o'clock on Friday morning it will provision the demo for me. And then when Friday morning comes and I'm at the customer site, all I need to do is reconnect to my provisioned demo, and my demo is all ready to go with all the customizations that I put in place back on Monday. So that's the parking lot. We're very excited about it. Remember, we're still testing at this stage, and it's only available to a very few select users, so you probably won't see the parking lot on the portal yet. But we hope with some successful testing and good user feedback to make it available to everybody as soon as possible.